Welcome, CFSL fans, to the LA Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles, California, where tonight it'll be a host to the fifth meeting between these two Big Ten Conference rivals, the Oregon Ducks and the USC Trojans. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Jeff Melanishin. Joining me tonight is Kyle Mathis. Oregon's offense was hot last week, but what do they need to do this week against the second highest rated offense in the USC, Kyle?
Oh, it's good to be back in the broadcast booth with you, Jeff. This week, Oregon just needs to keep on playing their game. They need to have Jedediah Longtree just play his game, and he won Defensive Player of the Week last week, and they're going to come out with a victory. It's going to be tough to do that on the road, but it's Oregon. They defeated Miami last week, the defending national champions.
And starting out will be Thrasher Baines, and lining up to his left will be Redmond Roberts. Play action, firing it underneath. Pass is caught by Case Blazer, who plays both sides of the ball for 8-yard reception.
Yeah, and a good start by USC. They need to get out and get out fast against Oregon. It's something that Miami didn't do last week.
Now 2nd down and 2. Baines will get out and run. He's got a blocker in front. Breaks out of Longtree, and he's going to pick up 11 yards close to midfield.
Well, that's a way to respond for Thrasher Baines against Longtree, who was a Defensive Player of the Week last week. He's saying, listen, man, you're not going to get the Defensive Player of the Week this week.
Baines dropping back on 1st and 10, taking off yet again, trying to break outside. Slips out of a tackle, but Longtree is there to plant Baines into the turf.
Yeah, I just want to say I think Baines is going to have to use Ryan Lendy again this week. Last week, he had 15 receptions for 381 yards. That is incredible numbers for a wide receiver. And Thrasher Baines had 561 yards passing. And now if he performs that way again, it'll be tough for Oregon to win.
2nd down and 5 inside Oregon territory on the first drive of the game for USC. Pressure in his face. He gets out of it, but he's going to still be dropped. And the pressure from the Ducks defensive line, and William McCall with the sack.
Oh, what a sack by William McCall. But you can see Baines tries to take off, and he got pressured by 2 Ducks there. Yeah, I mean, that is... McCall got to him at the end of the day, but that's a big hit taken.
Equipment brother Isaac Frost in there as well, as he's looking like Puma Longtree out there with all those with the back plate as well. So on 3rd down, Redmond Roberts will get the reception, but only for a pickup of 3 on the play, and it's still going to be 4th down and 6. So Oregon getting the stop thanks in part to that sack by McCall.
Yeah, and remember, Oregon last week, they played amazing defense against Miami, and that's one of the reasons why they won. So that's a great start against USC, one of the higher power offenses in the CFSL.
And we will see Jefferson Allen for the first time. Last week, he had 246 passing yards and 1 touchdown. And here he'll start off with a handoff to Longtree going up the middle for a pickup of 5.
Well, let's see what Puma Longtree can do for this Oregon offense. Last week against Miami, he had 92 yards rushing, but it was a big 92 yards.
Cletus Quackenbush in on the stop. So 2nd down and 5. Tight end Newsom coming in motion from left to right. Allen dropping back, pocket starting to collapse. He throws it, and it's going to be intercepted. Threw it into double coverage, and Jacob Cobb had other plans.
What a start for this USC defense in a game where we were kind of talking about Oregon's defense and seeing what Oregon's defense could do. USC gets a big-time interception, and that sets them up pretty deep in Oregon territory.
The second interception on the season for Cobb, and he read that beautifully, that pass from Jefferson. And it's going to start with a run to the left by Redmond Roberts, who is stopped for no gain. Jedediah Longtree already up to 4 tackles in this game.
Yeah, and a good tackle there by Longtree, but also Jacob Cobb was in there again on the tackle, and a good start by Oregon to this drive.
2nd down and 10. Again, Baines wanting to take off, and he runs into the combo platter of Longtree and also Afu Lodo.
Yeah, and I think we've seen it from a couple quarterbacks here in the CFSL. They decide to slide down before they get hit. I think Baines is going to have to make that decision pretty soon if he doesn't want to get hit like that again.
4 down defensive lineman, blitz coming off the edge, and it's going to get home, and down goes Baines yet again, as this time Isaac Frost getting in there for his first sack of the night.
Well, huge pressure by Oregon. Look at this. Frost, he's being double-teamed. He still gets off the block and sacks Baines, and I'm pretty sure that brings USC out of field goal range. We'll have to see if they decide to go for it or go for the field goal, rather. It'll be a long one, but it'll be incredible if they can get that. They're going to punt.
Yeah, they're going to decide to punt this one away, maybe try a little bit of a field position game here. But what do you see from this Oregon defense that kind of surprises you to start this one off against the high-powered USC offense?
I think it's just the pressure to Baines. They've sacked him twice on the first 2 drives of the game, and that is going to make a big impact if Oregon's allowed to continue pressuring Baines like that.
So first down and 10 for Allen. This is second possession of the game. His first one ended in an interception. Trying to do a little bit better here on this drive, and they're going to start it out with a 2-yard run by Puma Longtree.
Puma Longtree, he is an important asset to this Oregon offense now. And now Allen is going to feel the pressure of throwing that first interception, so I think they might hand it off to Longtree a little more now. Let's see what they do.
4-down defensive lineman and a run again to Longtree. Stop for no gain on the play as Brandon Cox coming in to make the tackle.
Nice tackle as well by Eric Miller. He was also involved in there. And can Oregon get off, or can they keep their offense on the field?
3rd and 7. Allen looking to drop in and throwing it into coverage. Was looking for Sarah Redwine, but it falls incomplete. And now Oregon will have to, on a 3-and-out, put the ball back to USC.
Yeah, and an unlucky drop there for Redwine. Usually makes the catch, and this time just isn't able to make that catch and pick up the first.
But what Oregon has done so far is that they are holding the second highest rated offense in the CFSL, as USC is averaging 538.5 passing yards per game, only behind Oklahoma State, and also they're converting on 60% of their third downs.
And that is tough to do, but we saw Oregon do that last week against Miami, the defending national champions, so I'm not surprised they're doing it this week against USC.
And throwing it over the middle is Thrasher Baines, as he finds none other than Ryan Lendy, who makes his first catch, and it goes for 18.
Good start for Lendy, and I think he's going to be involved a good amount in this game for USC. Kind of that man where if Baines doesn't have any other receivers open, dump it off to him, and he's going to get you yardage.
Meanwhile, over on Twitch, Oklahoma State Cowboys open with a scoring drive with a field goal as the Cowboys lead the Longhorns 7-0 midway through the first quarter. That one going over on Twitch. And here, Redmond Roberts getting another carry, and he's up to 7 yards. Is going to have to get that average up a little bit just for USC's offense to keep going.
Yeah, and a huge hit there by Tutu Longtree, coming from that safety position and just laying it on Roberts there.
So 2nd and 3, Baines and the Trojans offense keeping it on the option keeper, going to get stopped inches short of the first down marker.
Man, what a tackle there by Oregon. I think that might come back and decide whether or not you get a field goal or a touchdown on this drive. 3rd and inches instead of a 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, going on, we got another scoring update, a scoop and score for Quentin Giles as the Cowboys are now up 7-0 over on Twitch. And here, Lendy with another grab gets it inside the red zone for 13 yards as they are inside the red zone. Excuse me, it's 10-0 going over on Twitch, as here USC is marching down the field after getting the ball on a 3-and-out as the pressure up the middle, throwing it to the back of the end zone, and this one is going to be intercepted. And what a turn of events as USC inside the red zone as it's picked off by Zachary Pinesaw.
Pinesaw, my goodness, what an interception. Baines threw that up, and there were 2 USC receivers there versus 1 defender. That was Pinesaw, and he still made the interception. What a pick.
Throwing it underneath. Newsome with the grab. His first reception goes for 17 yards as just like that, Oregon's offense seems to be clicking here on this drive.
Nice pick, or a nice catch by Newsome. That's the first completed pass by Allen of the night. But we talked about how important this Oregon defense would be against the second best offense in the CFSL. They kept USC to 0 points in the first 3 drives of the game, I believe.
Throwing it underneath to Aaron Newsome yet again, who makes a turn upfield for a pickup of 8 as it sets up 2nd down and short.
Well, they're almost out to midfield already. Jefferson Allen, I think he's starting to find his groove now with the momentum shifting after that interception by Pinesaw.
Jefferson Allen dropping back. Pocket is clean. Throws it underneath as Longtree makes a grab. But, boy, he's going to be laid out by Josh Young.
What a hit by Young. And Young's like, I'm not going to let you get any more than catching the ball, and I'm not going to let you run. What a hit there by Young, making a statement.
Oregon 0 for 1 on 3rd downs. They've only had 1 try at it here for the second one. It is caught and turning it upfield, getting a first down, still on his feet before he's being pushed down. Tutu Longtree makes his first grab, goes for 9 yards and inside Trojans territory.
Well, there's a big first down converted by Oregon. Once their defense makes a play, their offense needs to stay out as well and make a big play, and right there they do.
Quick throw to the receiver and trying to get some positive yards is Tutu Longtree. He'll pick up 6 before he's going to be wrestled down by Arian Adams.
Nice tackle there by Adams. He basically rolled him over and did not let him break free of that tackle. But a good play call there for Oregon to use the screen pass.
2nd and 4 for Allen, dropping back, pocket starting to collapse, gets rid of it, and he throws it into double coverage, and it falls incomplete as, again, Adams in on the stop.
That pass was intended for Juice Jammer, and he threw it to Juice Jammer in between 3 USC defenders. That would have been an incredible catch by Jammers.
Trying to convert another 3rd down, and they will. 2 for 2 on the drive as Tutu coming up with another big 3rd down conversion catch, and they're getting close to the red zone.
Well, it doesn't have to be many yardage. We saw Tutu Longtree on the screen pass earlier, picked up 6 yards, and here they pick up a first down. It isn't much, but it's enough.
This time Puma, the brother of Tutu and Jedediah, trying to go up the left side. He'll be stopped for a pickup of 4, on the play.
And talk about a amazing trio of brothers on this Oregon team. They make a big impact offensively and defensively as well. Oh,
quick throw out, but it was almost intercepted by Blazer. He'll get a deflection by he really wanted that pick 6.
Oh my goodness. I think Oregon, they need to convert now because that is a lucky break that didn't go for 6.
3rd down and 6, already converting 2 first downs on this drive, looking to make it 3 for 3. Allen in the shotgun, drops back, looking to set up the halfback screen to Puma. He grabs it, but he has to make an adjustment on the catch, and that gives Cletus Quackenbush enough time to get there for the stop.
Well, Eric Miller and Cletus Quackenbush with the dual threat tackle right there to make sure that Longtree does not get anywhere on that screen pass, and that was thrown a little late, so Longtree did not have any time to react.
Lawrence Boot will come on to attempt the field goal and get the first points of the night on the board for the Ducks. They're looking to take an early 3-0 lead, and it's no good. He hooks it to the left as points are now off the board as it was looking like Oregon was going to march down the field.
And that kick was just missed, but that's a big break for USC. Just like Oregon got a big break on that pick 6 drop, USC gets a big break. They still have a chance to put the first points on the game.
Play action to Radman and throwing it underneath to Lendy. Makes a grab, turns upfield, takes a body with him as that's Lodo on the tackle, but not before. Lendy picks up 8 on the play.
Well, if you can believe it, ladies and gentlemen, it's still 0-0 late in the first quarter. The second highest offense, or the second best offense in the CFSL, is being held to 0 points almost through 1.
Throwing it over the middle, Case Blazer with another grab, goes for 20 as he's up to 28 yards on 2 receptions. They're getting close and inside Ducks territory.
The play fake gets Oregon to bite. We see Jedediah Longtree with his 5th tackle of the night. That's only in the first quarter alone. What a night he's having so far defensively.
Yeah, reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Jedediah Longtree, averaging 12.75 tackles per game. Last season, he was averaging 9.4, having a stellar season, as Lendy, who's having a stellar season this season, is getting 8 yards here on the reception, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, 4 receptions, 47 yards. He is having himself a night so far. Let's see how he continues to have that.
2nd and 2, under 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lendy shrugging off a tackle down the sidelines. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 5.
Well, Caleb Ward, the free safety, tried to make that tackle, and Lendy just stiff-armed him to the floor. And that would have been an amazing touchdown had it have gone. It's still a highlight play, don't get me wrong, but my goodness, that would have been one of the touchdowns of the year.
Meanwhile, going on in Stillwater, Jawan Willows with a touchdown grab from Lyle Fletcher as the Cowboys are up 17-0 late in the first quarter. That one again going over on twitch.tv. Here, triple option. Baines will pitch it late, and into the end zone goes Raymond Roberts.
Easy play by USC. Baines, he basically baits 2 Oregon defenders to him before he pitches the ball, and wide open is Roberts into the end zone. And USC, it took them a lot longer than a lot probably expected, but they get points on the board.
And also on top of that, getting into the end zone this time and taking the 3 points that Oregon missed on the field goal and taking it downfield and then getting 7 of their own. A 10-point swing right there in terms of scoring, and USC on top 7-0.
Yeah, what a turnaround for USC. You can see 129 yards for USC, but don't forget that interception in the end zone by Zachary Pinsaw. It's basically keeping this game within Oregon's reach right now. It could be 14-0.
Or at least 10, depending on what happens. But yeah, you right on with that interception in the back of the end zone from Pinsaw. As here, Oregon looking to get some points this time on their drive, as coming up short with the missed field goal on their last drive. Longtree will be stopped for a loss of 1 as Quackenbush yet again with his first tackle for a loss here.
Nice tackle there by Quackenbush, and also there as well Eric Miller, the defensive end, and that'll take us into the second.
The whistle blows here by the referee, and the end of the first quarter, very entertaining. Both teams having opportunities to score, but it's ultimately USC who takes a missed field goal down for a touchdown as they're up 7-0. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. You're watching the PX1 Sports on YouTube. Start of the second quarter, live from the LA Coliseum. I'm Jeff Melanish, and my broadcast partner with me tonight is Kyle Mathis. As here, second down, throwing it underneath as Allen, with a nice stiff arm. Longtree is down the sidelines, picking up 22 yards, and what a catch and run from the very versatile halfback.
Well, Longtree stiff-armed essentially 2 USC defenders right there, and a saving tackle right there from... my apologies, I do forget who that... I think that was Josh Young with the... Yeah, Josh Young with the touchdown-saving tackle. But that... What a play by Longtree to get that first down.
As Oregon's offense maybe looking to start clicking here a little bit. Allen dropping back, and he'll fire it to Newsome. Makes the grab for a pickup of 6 before he's brought down.
Well, Newsome, 10.3 yards averaging on catches. My goodness, what a start for him. And I love what Oregon's doing right now. They're evening out the play calling between running and throwing.
Handoff up the middle and delivering some stiff arms is Monty Wyatt for a pickup of 3. So all that just for 3 yards on the play. But it's going to set up a manageable 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, and that's tough, but good running by Wyatt because he could have been brought down for a loss there and ended up making it 3rd and 1.
Allen will keep it on the option keeper, turning it upfield. He's got some speed and a blocker out in front. He's got one man to beat, but bringing him down from the ankles is Arian Adams.
Big tackle there because you can see Allen waits for a block there, from number 74. And what a tackle there to make sure that he didn't go to the end zone because it was looking like he might have went there.
Yeah, a little bit of a stutter step from Allen allowed his blocker to get out in front of him and took on Josh Young. So all he had to do was beat Adams, but he couldn't. But good job from Adams to get the stop. Meanwhile, Aaron Newsome with another grab goes for 10, but they're going to say he's inches short of the first down.
Well, that's a good start, though. It was a first down, and now you make it a 2nd and inches, and let's see what they can do because, honestly, you can't lose yardage here. You have to keep on going upfield. You can't go back when you're playing a team like USC.
Meanwhile, also Jacob Cobb in on the stop there, holding him to a 2nd and inches. Allen taking a shot to the back of the end zone, and it's going to fall incomplete as they were looking to test the corner, Colby Wierzema, but just comes up as a pass deflection.
Oh, and man, they took a shot on 2nd and inches. Now they got to power run it, and they will do so.
And getting a stop is Wierzema having a big game. Is just in back-to-back plays, had a pass deflection and now gets a tackle for a loss on Puma Longtree.
Yeah, pass deflection. I mean, you said it perfectly. Pass deflection and then a stop, and now that forces Oregon to have to go for a field goal. Let's see what they do here.
As he already missed one, Lawrence Boot with the kick through the uprights, and it's good. So Oregon tacking on 3 points as it's now a 7-3 score here from the LA Memorial Coliseum.
Well, you get points on the board if you're Oregon. A team that's mostly focused on defense versus a team that's focused on offense. And it's only 7-3. Right now, this game is really heavily favoring Oregon.
So who are you expecting to have a big possession here for USC? Who are you looking for as a player to watch here on this drive?
Well, I'm looking for Ryan Lundy. He had a big week last week against Bama. They couldn't get the job done, but they're leading right now against Oregon. And you can see, nice catch by Blazer.
Yeah, it goes for a gain of 4, setting up a 2nd and 6.
Let's see what Baines can do. He's 9 for 10 in passing. What a night he's had.
And he'll keep it on the option. Keep it going up the middle, but you know who is there is Jedediah Longtree. And that's the second time that we've seen him plant Baines into the turf.
I think he's trying to send a message to Baines. After winning Defensive Player of the Week last week, you think he's trying to do it again this week and maybe force a fumble on one of these hits.
Linebackers for Oregon spacing out here on 3rd down and 4. Baines taking the shotgun snap, going to fire it outside to the left. Pass is caught and turning it upfield. Still on his feet is Ray Guerrero as the tight end for USC getting involved here in the second quarter.
We talked about Longtree. You can see cannot tackle Guerrero down there. What a run by Guerrero. What a catch and run to pick up 16 on the run. And I mean, he broke a tackle off of Longtree, and Longtree's been doing a heck of a job tackling tonight.
2 receivers to the bottom of the formation, 1 to the top here as it's going to be a handoff. And up the middle, Radman Roberts with a pickup of 6, setting up a 2nd down and 4.
Let's see what they do here on 2nd and 4. And they're running out to midfield, so they're really doing a great job in this drive right now.
Baines in the shotgun formation, taking the snap. Good blitz pickup there from the USC backfield, and Ray Guerrero with a 2nd grab on this possession as this one goes for a 1st down and inside Ducks territory.
Been some really big catches there by Ray Guerrero. He made a catch on 3rd down, picked up 16, and then even there, he doesn't go far up the field, but he manages to pick up another 1st down for USC.
Baines continuing an impressive season of his own. And here, with under 6 minutes left to go, looking to get some more points, but the pressure, and he fumbles it, but it's picked up by the lineman, who brings it back inside Ducks territory. But that's the thing with Thresher Baines. He has good games, but the thing is that he's fumbled on 8 of his last 10 games.
Wow, I think another break there. And they're going to look at this one. I think it has a fumble. We'll have to see, but another break if this stands for USC. They don't lose possession. Luckily their lineman picked it up, but I think he might be down.
Isaac Frost there on the stop for the Oregon Ducks, getting the sack, and depending on the spot, or depending on the call from the referee, might get a forced fumble. But it's going to be reversed, and they're going to say Thrasher Baines is down. So Isaac Frost getting his 2nd sack on the night. And now the ball is going to be backed up to midfield for 2nd and 17 as Baines is going to start in the shotgun formation. Look to set up the halfback screen. Roberts gets it. He's got one man to beat. Breaks out of the tackle. He's down the field. Wyatt having to push him out of bounds along with Longtree.
Well, I was about to say that the fact that it was a sack rather than a forced fumble has actually helped Oregon's defense more. It made it a 2nd and 17 rather than a 2nd and 13. But what a play call right there for USC. I cannot believe they picked up the 1st down right there. That's incredible.
Meanwhile, update over in Stillwater, a touchdown pass from Lyle Fletcher to Dylan Smith puts Oklahoma State up 24-0 with just over 2 minutes into the second quarter. That one going over on Twitch TV. Here, Ray Guerrero with a gain of 1 on the play, setting up a 2nd and 9.
Nice tackle by Caleb Ward. Instantly got to Guerrero. We've seen Guerrero make the catch and run with it. We saw that on that 16-yard play earlier on in the drive, but nice tackle by Ward.
Baines looking really good, trying to keep the drive alive here. 2nd down and 9. We'll fire it to Lendy. Turns upfield. We be pushed out of bounds, just inches short of the 1st down marker.
Let's see what USC has called up now. This doesn't look like maybe a run up the middle. It might be.
Yeah, exactly what you call, Kyle. Up the middle with Roberts, and he will pick up the 1st down. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 inside the red zone.
Yeah, and Roberts 21 yards so far rushing. It's surprising to see not that many yards, but it's been some important yards for this team.
Option. Roberts will keep it, breaks out of 1, but Frost is there for the stop and getting a tackle for loss. He's got 5 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks on the night, and we are still got over a half left to go.
Yeah, and Isaac Frost, it seems like almost like he's been all over the field, just sprinting here and there and making some big plays here and there as well.
Second and 13, 3 yards behind the original line of scrimmage. Guerrero goes out in motion, but then comes back in. Baines taking the snap, blitz coming, throws it right before he gets hit, connects with Elijah Frazee for 11 yards.
Well, what a play by Baines, and what a catch by Frazee. He just got open in time for Baines to throw that ball. He was getting blitzed.
Baines will keep it on the option keeper, will get enough for the first down, dragging bodies with the stiff arm, and he'll be stopped at the 2-yard line.
The fact that Baines almost just got in there, stiff arming and running ahead of linemen, just shows how strong he is as a quarterback.
First down and goal, handoff to Roberts, and he'll be decked and stopped for a tackle for loss on the play. Longtree in on the stop, and Frost as well.
Oh my goodness, that just seems like almost a power duo for getting tackle for losses and getting some big-time tackles.
Yeah, outside of that, we already mentioned his tackles per game average being up, but he's also tied his career high as another stop. Josh Young getting a carry, but Isaac Frost yet again. This defensive line and linebacker, the front seven for Oregon, has come to play tonight.
You kidding me? 5 tackle for losses by Frost, and we're not even through the first half.
Third and goal, handoff. Up the middle goes Josh Young. The defensive safety coming in and making a big play for USC as they tack on another touchdown as he gets his first rushing touchdown of his CFSL career.
Yeah, and that was pretty easy looking by USC. The offensive line did a great job right there, allowing that run to happen. But if you can believe it, Isaac Frost, when he was in the end zone, made the tackle after the touchdown. It just seems like he's always involved in some sort of tackle.
Meanwhile, another scoring update from Stillwater. That game is starting to get out of hand as another passing touchdown from Lyle Fletcher as Oklahoma State is now rolling up 31-0 midway through the second quarter. That one going over on twitch.tv. Meanwhile, here back at the LA Memorial Coliseum, first down and 10 as Jefferson Allen dropping back, but he's going to fire it to Puma coming out of the backfield. But Young is there doing it on both sides of the ball and getting Puma Longtree out of bounds.
Yeah, but a nice starting play by Oregon. But I think at the end of the day, they're playing against USC. They're the second best offense behind Oklahoma State, who's winning 31-0 right now. So they're going to have to go for longer passes.
Throwing it over the middle. Juice Jammer with his first reception goes for 6 yards and it's going to set up a manageable 3rd down and 2.
Just want to say how incredible that game over on Twitch is. Texas was undefeated at one point, and they're down 31-0 against Oklahoma State. That's how powerful that team is.
Option here, pitching it late to Longtree, but the defense is there, and Josh Young, yet again, his first tackle for loss of the game, but his 4th tackle on the night.
Well, nowhere to go for Puma Longtree. He's instantly met up by Young. But if you see, how powerful Oklahoma State's offense is doing right now, if Oregon doesn't get a defensive stop here, how out of hand could this game get for the second best offense?
Well, that's why we got viewers watching, and they'll just have to wait and see how this one plays out as Colby Wiersma with a 9-yard return on the kickoff, or on the punt, with 2:05 left to go. What are you expecting to see from this USC offense?
Well, I'm expecting to see the 2-minute offense taking deep shots and only throwing, and you can see 5 wide on the first play.
5 wide, throwing it to Lendy as he's going to fumble it on the play, and it's picked up as Oregon getting the stop that they needed and getting a turnover as Afu Lodo with his first fumble recovery, and what a play, but it's Jedediah Longtree making the hit and drawing the ball loose.
Yeah, and that is a fumble. That one's not going to be reviewed. He lost the football before he went down. Of course, Jedediah Longtree in on that play. A huge play by Oregon's defense.
Meanwhile, you were talking about it, but you know what? It's an 85-yard touchdown pass from Vito Pepino to Levante Griffin as Texas is finally on the board as the Cowboys lead that one 31-7. So that one could be starting to get a little bit interesting. I know you got Juby going up against his friend Houston Freeman, as that one is always a good one with them talking in chat. But here, handoff as Jefferson Allen on the second down play will hand it off to Longtree, but it's Josh Young coming up and making the stop.
Yeah, and that game's getting interesting over on Twitch, but this game's getting interesting as well. That huge takeaway by Oregon could spell disaster for USC and get the Ducks back in this game.
3rd and 7, Oregon needing to convert. Allen moving around in pocket, he steps up, and he's going to be sacked by Case Blazer. The corner getting in there for the sack, and a big just opportunity now for USC to put more points on the board before the end of the half.
That man is a blazer with his legs. I mean, I did not even see that man get there until next thing you know, Allen's down on the ground after the sack.
Wears him up with a 17-yard return, setting up this offense, the high-powered USC offense, a couple yards short of midfield, but still, there's still 1:28 left to go, 2 timeouts remaining for USC.
Yeah, the difference between passing and running right there is a big difference, and that just shows how Baines and how I think the rest of this first half is going to go for USC.
Blitz coming off the edge, and they throw it to the spot where the blitzer was blitzing in from as Ray Guerrero with a 3-yard reception.
Well, he's had some really big receptions for USC in this game, and that one's a pretty big one as well. It kind of gets them with some good field position now.
Second and 7, Baines dropping around in the pocket. He's going to take a shot deep downfield, got the receiver, toe tap by Samuel Stern for 23 yards.
That's his first reception of the night. And the fact that that's his first reception shows how much of an impact player he is. And what a toe tap grab by USC's by Stern. And that sets up USC very nice right now with 1:02 to go.
It gets out of bounds and preserves the 2 timeouts. What does Thrasher Baines have up his sleeve for this one? Pressure coming. He throws it before he gets there, but he throws it underneath, and it is going to be broken up by the Ducks defense, setting up second down and 10.
I don't know if any of you in chat thought this, but I thought that was a fumble. I thought he might have had possession of that, and that would have been a huge takeaway for Oregon again. USC with another lucky break.
Pressure coming again. Baines breaks out of it. He's going to pick up positive yards no gain on the play, but he's going to be dropped down by number 75, the walk-on, getting the stop.
And that timeout used by USC stops the clock, and if they don't convert this, Oregon's going to get a lot of time.
Setting up the halfback screen, being chased from behind by Isaac Frost, making a stop, another tackle for a loss to his name, as Isaac Frost is just taking what the offense is giving him, and he's making big-time plays out here.
Incredible play by Isaac Frost. You can see he was up with Radman Roberts on that play. He was as fast as him. Oh my goodness, this man is having himself a night.
USC looking to extend the lead. Tommy Knight's coming on for the field goal opportunity, as Oregon with 3 timeouts, not electing to burn one of them here to save some time on the clock. So the play clock is going to dwindle down.
I'm surprised Oregon is not using a timeout here, but they might just want to be heading into the second half with maybe not another turnover if they create one.
So now under 2 seconds left on the play clock. The snap is down, kick is on the way, and Knights knocks it through and delivers, as it's now a 17-3 ball game, as it's now a double-digit lead for USC.
I'm going to say that's very, very good for Oregon's defense because they had to punt it. USC had a very good play on the catch by Samuel Stern, and they still forced them to a field goal here, and that'll bring us into halftime pending this return.
Yeah, the return from David Ritta. There's still 1 second left on the play clock. So are you saying that maybe Oregon here throws a Hail Mary?
You know, I think they should probably just take a knee, but it's not up to me to make that decision, and it looks like they might go for it here.
Here we go. Trips to the top of the formation for Allen. He's going to take a deep shot. He's loading up and fires it deep, and it's going to fall incomplete. He had 4 receivers in the vicinity but could not connect with either one of them, and so it falls to the ground, and that is going to be halftime. As here at the LA Memorial Coliseum, USC on top of the Oregon Ducks in front of the home faithful, 17-3. So Kyle has come into the halftime studios. Just give the viewers at home a little bit of what you've been seeing throughout the first half of play.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of defense from that man right there, Isaac Frost. He has been a huge impact maker, as well as Jedediah Longtree. And obviously that interception by Zachary Pinsaw in the end zone. So it's been a lot of defense, but I think USC, they're going to try to make some big plays in the second half. I think that's kind of a given. So Oregon is going to have to score some touchdowns in this second half if they want to keep themselves in this game, because USC, I don't really think that they have unlocked their full offensive potential this game yet.
So what, for the viewers at home, what would you do if you were Oregon's defensive coordinator to maybe get some how to slow down this USC high-powered offense.
Now that I think about it, look at the turnovers. That's 2 turnovers, and it's only 17 points in one half for the second highest powered offense in the CFSL. So I wouldn't do anything defensively. The defense is doing a great job, but offensively, I would take more shots downfield with Jefferson Allen.
Meanwhile, going over in Stillwater, the fullback with a 1-yard touchdown run is, again, Oklahoma State extending the lead 38-7 with 1:05 left in the first half. That one going over on twitch.tv. Meanwhile, here in the LA Memorial Coliseum, it's been all USC, but Oregon with needing some stops here, and they're going to get the ball here to start. What are you expecting to see from their offense?
Well, look at that. They may have listened to me. Throwing it downfield with Allen. They start 5 wide.
Dropping back, we'll fire it underneath, but it falls incomplete. Was looking for Sarah Redwine, who's been kind of quiet here in this game, as USC keeping her held in check.
And a nice pass breakup by Josh Young there. He made sure that she didn't hold on to the football there.
2nd and 10 for Allen. He's going to take a shot deep and to the sidelines. There she is, Sarah Redwine. 19-yard toe drag swag for the first down.
Yeah, that toe drag swag was elite from Redwine. What a play, making up for the last play when Josh Young kind of deflected it out of her hands, and she makes a huge play to start this drive and to start the second half for Oregon.
17-3 is the score. USC was a 7-point favorite coming into this one. Handoff to Longtree up the middle. He goes.
Oh, no.
As he fumbles it on the play, as the ball has been all sorts of loosey-goosey here by both teams, playing it really close to the vest, and Puma almost put that one and gave that one to USC.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see that Puma Longtree lost the football there. A nice play by Harry Hammond to jar the ball free, but wow, that would have been very unfortunate for Oregon had they have turned that ball over. They're very fortunate to keep the ball.
First down and 10. Allen again will hand it off and give another opportunity to Longtree this time. Maybe securing the ball a little bit too close to his vest as he gets dropped by Coda Black for a loss of 3.
And maybe now going for the kind of keeping it closer to your chest. You can't make as many jukes there. You're going to get brought down for losses.
They're going to go with Longtree yet again, the 3rd straight carry, as this time he picks up 11 and is going to step 3rd down and 2. Meanwhile, in Stillwater, another touchdown pass from Vito Pepino to Levante Griffin as Texas cuts the lead 38-14 with 40 seconds left to go in the first half. Here, 3rd down and 2. Allen looking to convert and keep the drive alive. Hand off to Monty Wyatt. He gets the carry, has great vision, turns upfield. He's still on his feet, picks up 12, getting inside the red zone.
Monty Wyatt did not go down at first. That's a testament to his powerful running, but I thought that was another fumble there, and I was looking for the ball, very, very afraid for this Oregon offense.
Blitz coming off the edge, but it's picked up, and it kept by Allen on the option keeper as he gets 7 yards before he's going to be rode out of bounds by Coda Black and a swarm of Trojan defenders.
Well, what a run there by Allen. And Oregon, a touchdown here would be so great for their offense, making it a one-possession game.
Hand off to Longtree, and you see the speed of his ability, able to cut upfield, and the boy is like a jet as he gets down inside the 5.
And that man is so fast, and he has not allowed that fumble to really affect him much. He's still just as fast and just as elusive.
17-3 is the score. Jefferson Allen, first drive of the second half, marching the Ducks downfield, keeps on the option keeper, trying to get outside, but he is going to be stopped on the play as Arian Adams coming down and making a big stop at the goal line.
Yeah, and that is a huge, huge tackle there by Adams to make sure that Allen didn't get in there for a minute. I thought he was in, but yeah, Adams just came out of nowhere to make that play.
2nd and goal opportunity here. 4 down defensive lineman for USC. Handoff up the middle as Talal Alaga with a 2-yard rush, setting up a 3rd down and goal from the 3.
Well, knowing Oregon, they're going to run it. So USC is going to have to be prepared. I mean, look at the defensive line. There's really only 4 people up there.
Single back, ace set, handoff up the middle, not going to get there. Puma Longtree was stopped as the defense for USC coming up big. Now, they could have possibly went for it, but Oregon is going to elect to take the field goal.
What a tackle by Cletus Quackenbush, coming out from the side and making sure that Oregon sticks to a field goal, and that is huge for this USC defense. It might put the momentum in the hands of their USC, or rather of their offense.
17-6 is the score with the Lawrence Boot field goal. Meanwhile, over in Stillwater, Stewie Peterson pick 6 for the Longhorns makes it a 38-20 lead with 2 seconds left to go before the half, as Texas starting to make that one a game. If you guys go and check that one over on Twitch, as we won't worry about that because we need those viewers over on Twitch. So everybody, if you want to head over to that one again over on twitch.tv. Second down and inches with Samuel Stern with a 10-yard grab.
Nice catch by Samuel Stern. He holds on to the football there despite getting hit hard by Jedediah Longtree.
Second and inches. Empty set. Radman coming in, but the pressure is there, and down he goes. Isaac Frost with his 7th tackle for loss, as he is trying to make history as he joins 4 other players with 7 tackles for loss in a game.
Oh my goodness. I don't think he's done there. I mean, there's still 5:40 plus remaining in just the third quarter alone. He's still got a whole other quarter and a half.
3rd and 8. Can he do it and get it on back-to-back drives? No, pressure is there. One man was coming free, but it's Ray Guerrero with the 7-yard reception, and it's going to come 1 yard short, and it's going to be 4th down and 1, and USC is going to have to punt this one away. I know, Kyle, you said maybe their offense for USC would get the momentum after the goal line stand by their defense, but it seems that Oregon, with the 3 points on the field goal, sort of has the momentum now.
Yeah, and a nice tackle there by Tutu Longtree. But, man, hey, I'm just a viewer. I'm just the guy that's watching the game. I'm not out there on the field. What a stand by Oregon. Like I said before, a touchdown here would get them within 2 points.
And off. They're going to start with Puma going up the middle. Takes a couple shots there before he goes down. Picks up 4 on the play.
Yeah, what a hit there by Josh Young. And, my goodness, Puma Longtree basically got, propeller like a helicopter around. Man, the more hits you take like that, you might fumble the football easier.
2 receivers to the bottom of the formation. Newsome goes in motion and options to the slot on the left side. Throwing it back to the right. Pass is caught by Juice Jammer. He's still not down. He was laying on a body, but he's going to be pushed down and a pickup of 9. But first down for the Ducks.
And a nice out route and then come back, and Allen will find you. That is man coverage right there for USC, and it works for Oregon instead.
Taking the shot, a good drop back. Pressure was coming with the blitz off the edge, but it's going to be another stop by Eric Miller with his 2nd tackle for loss and his 1st sack.
Yeah, and that's going to count as a sack, but a nice sack there by Miller. It goes on his stat sheet, but nice play by Allen. He didn't get dropped for any more than nothing. You can see 2nd and 10. That could have been 2nd and 15.
2nd and 10 opportunity for Jefferson Allen. Play action pressure. Miller was in his face. He is just reading the offensive snap count like a book.
Yeah, he's doing a heck of a job, and that's just perfectly what Allen did right there. That is perfect. He threw the ball away and didn't take a loss.
5 receivers going out in motion, and the pressure gets home again and dropped for a sack by Coda Black with his 1st on the night. The defensive lines for both teams starting to take shape right now.
Well, what a big-time play by USC's defense, because Oregon, Jefferson Allen was going for the long shot. They went for the streak route to the end zone, and he was going for him. I think he had him open. A very important sack there by USC. Oh, nice punt.
Yeah, punt is going to go out of bounds, angled toward the sidelines, and now we've hit a little bit of the defensive. Both defenses starting to make some big-time plays here. What do one of these offenses need to do in order to break out of this and put some points on the board?
Well, Oregon, like I said, they have to take shots with Allen downfield, and for USC, they got to play their game with Baines. Haven't really heard his name really much unless he's throwing the football, but they also have to stop Isaac Frost.
Baines will start with a throw out to Samuel Stern, who picks up 12 on the play, and he kind of helicopters his way past the 1st down marker.
Yeah, and Stern's been there a lot. He's been kind of that reliable target for Baines in this game.
First down and 10 now. Quick throw. Oh, but that one could have been big for Oregon's defense if they would have come down with it, but Thrasher Baines throws that one away. And only 3 incompletions on the night so far for Thrasher Baines, 22 of 25.
Yeah, I think that was a screen pass for USC, and Baines kind of misjudges his own power, his own strength with that throw, overshoots him.
Stern coming in motion from right to left. Blitz up the middle, saying to the halfback screen. Roberts gets it, turns it upfield. He'll be stopped by Longtree, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. Is Isaac Frost getting in there yet again?
Yeah, and I love the play call for USC. The big thing right now for this offense is to stop Isaac Frost, and they stop him from pressuring Baines with the quick screen pass.
Throw quick by Thrasher Baines. Another fumble on the play, and it's scooped up by Oregon, who's now forced 3 USC turnovers, 2 fumbles, and 1 interception on the day. We'll have to see if this one stands, though, Kyle.
Yeah, and I think it will. Yeah. Oh, wait. I don't know about that. I think he got hit so hard there by Jedediah Longtree. I think the ball might have came out when his elbow touched the ground, but if it stands, that is a huge play.
They're going to review this one, but the way that Samuel Stern got smacked by Longtree, I mean, being up here in the booth, boy, Longtree is just bringing the lumber here. He had 2 big shots on Thrasher Baines, and now he's just laying his body on everybody.
Yeah, I mean, what a play by Longtree. This is not going to stand. This is going to be a reverse. It's going to be USC ball. But Longtree, man, it just seems like he's always making plays with Isaac Frost, and he cannot let that get to his head. They got to force another turnover here and make it stand this time. Let's see what they can do.
I don't know if USC had some bulletin board material for Jedediah Longtree, but he's taking his frustrations out this week and throwing it over the middle. Thrasher Baines connects with Case Blazer for a first down, pickup of 12.
Well, Case Blazer, he has a sack on the game onto Jefferson Allen, and he has 4 receptions for 44 yards. He's just playing on both sides of the ball here, and he's making a big impact.
Play action, Baines in the pocket, throwing it across the middle, almost intercepted on the deflection. But Pinesaw in there on the coverage.
Oh, man, that would have been huge. Pinesaw, that would have been his second interception of the night, and a big one to keep Oregon in this game.
2nd and 10 for Baines. Halfback draw up the middle to Roberts, and he's going to get the carry. He's going to be stopped on the play, but not before he takes a shot from Talolalaga.
And from what I saw right there from Roberts, I mean, his time, he went from 0 to 100 real quick on that play.
A little bit of a Drake lyric right there for everybody at home. As it trips to the bottom of the formation, Baines fires it that way to Guerrero for 3 yards, and it's going to be 4th down and 2. So Oregon's defense coming up big yet again, and we'll see Tommy Knights trying to convert and put some points on the board here with a field goal.
Let's see if he makes this. This is a longer field goal, and they almost got to him.
Snap is down, kick is on the way through the uprights, so it's still 20-6 as Oregon having only 2 field goals to their name, but it's been USC that's been just extending their lead little by little. Meanwhile, going over on Stillwater, wide right, misses his 3rd field goal of the night as Texas remains down. Texas remains down 38-20 with 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. That one going over on Twitch. Meanwhile, here at the LA Memorial Coliseum, 1st down and 10 now for Jefferson Allen. Looking to get into the end zone and get their first touchdown of the game. He is going to keep it on the option keeper as he breaks out of tackles before being thrown down ruthlessly, but not before he picks up the first down.
Yeah, nice play call by Oregon. They need to get Allen to start showing some big quarterback moments, some big veteran quarterback moments, and right there was one of them.
1st down and 10. Allen will fire it this time to Newsome, the tight end, making another grab for him. That's 5 receptions now for 45 yards and picking up 4 yards.
I love what Allen and this Oregon offense is doing. They're using every receiver perfectly. USC, they really cannot predict what is going, like where he's going to throw the football here, and it's really throwing this USC defense off their plan.
Play action. Allen will keep it. Pocket was clean. Throwing it underneath. Finds Adam Anderson. The walk-on, he picks up 7 yards, and he takes a shot at the end of the play.
And he held on to the football. That's really what matters here. Oregon, they're out to midfield already, and once again, Allen throws it to another new receiver.
Keeps it, takes a shot from Adams and breaking out of 2 tackles before it's Young coming down, and Josh Young adds his 9th tackle to his name tonight.
Yeah, and we've heard Young's name a lot tonight. the safety coming in to make the stop. And 2nd and 11, a huge play by USC's defense.
2nd and 11. What does Jefferson Allen have up his sleeve? Shotgun, throws it underneath. Puma delivering a forearm shiver, but then he'll be stopped on the play by Jacob Cobb.
Well, Puma Longtree was prepared for that. He instantly turned around and just instantly sent him into what seems like the next dimension. I mean, this man got stiff-armed to possibly the next game. I mean, Puma Longtree is showing his strength right there.
That was Brandon Cox on the delivery of the Puma Longtree stiff arm. 3rd and 5, throwing it underneath to Newsome, turns upfield. He delivers 2 stiff arms to Adams and then another player before being pushed out of bounds. Meanwhile, over in Stillwater, another update here. Dylan Smith with his 2nd touchdown grab of the game. 4th of the night by Lyle Fletcher as Oklahoma State is up 45-20 midway through the 3rd quarter. That one again over on Twitch TV. Here it's going to be Monty Wyatt with a 1-yard rush before he's going to be pushed down, and I believe it's going to be Brandon Cox on the tackle.
Yeah, and I think Brandon Cox pushed an offensive lineman into Wyatt there to force him down. I think he maybe got his foot stepped on or something, but a nice play.
Last 12 seconds of the 3rd quarter will be a receiver end around by Chance Sanders, and it's going to be stopped for a loss of 3 on the play by who else but Eric Miller.
Eric Miller has essentially been the Isaac Frost and Jedediah Longtree of this USC defense, and he's been making a big impact.
And they will not get a snap off before the end of the 3rd quarter. It's going to be 3rd down and 12, and Oregon looking to get on the board. They need touchdowns instead of field goals. Will they do it? We'll find out after this. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. Back here at the LA Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles, as it's Jeff Melanish, and my broadcast partner tonight is Kyle Mathis. Taking a shot deep is Allen to the end zone. It's caught by Chance Sanders for a 34-yard touchdown reception, and the first touchdown that Oregon had in this game, as that the prayers were answered as Jefferson Allen connects deep to Chance Sanders.
Wow, and he got hit on the throw too. What a throw by Allen, and what a catch in the end zone. But I was saying earlier, Allen, they need to start taking shots with him, and that is a shot. He took a shot, but he delivered a shot as well. And staying in the pocket, taking the hit. Now it's only a 7-point game, a 1-score game. This is shaping up to be a phenomenal 4th quarter finish.
Give a shout out to everybody watching on YouTube. We got 47 viewers. We got Eric Mears, King T23, Devin Davis, Monty Wyatt, Zach Stone, Eric Miller, Chirillo Guerrero is in chat. That's Ray Guerrero. Shane is in chat as well. Always like when Shane pops in. S14 Gene is in chat. Seth Lederman. If I miss anybody, apologize for that, but thank you for viewing this game as USC taking a shot deep as the offenses seem to get going here, as Samuel Stern on one play gets the ball to inside the Ducks territory.
Wow, and I think Oregon's defense may have been listening to you right there, listening off the players and like maybe saying, hey, I know that guy, because they did not see Samuel Stern run down the sideline, and Thrasher Baines, he perfectly placed the ball rather.
First down and 10 inside Ducks territory. Baines under center, dropping back, pocket starting to collapse, being chased from behind, breaks out of 1, but he's not going to break out of the 2nd. As Talal Alaga from the safety spot coming in and getting a sack.
Well, Talal Alaga with another big play. And we've seen him break up passes before. We've seen him deflect passes, a tackle for loss as well. But that is a big sack, which just kind of, they had a lot of momentum, USC, after that catch by Stern. But that sack right there gives Oregon maybe the momentum back.
Baines dropping back from shotgun. We'll fire it underneath. He tried to find Roberts, but it's Longtree that's there to get the shot in before he's able to corral it.
And that's an incomplete pass, so now it's 3rd and 17, and can Oregon get the stop?
2-by-2 set, looking to set up the halfback screen to Roberts, turns upfield, but the blocking, he delivers one truck stick, but then it's stopped by Ritta, who makes the play. Meanwhile, in Stillwater, we got another scoring update. This time it's Texas, as Vito Pepino's 3rd touchdown pass of the game has Texas back in as within 20 as the Cowboys are up 45-27 with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. That one, again, going over on twitch.tv. Here, Chance Sanders with a 5-yard return, and it seems like Oregon, every time that they've gotten points, the next drive, they've gotten the stop from USC, but they need to start capitalizing on back-to-back possessions.
Yeah, and they need to start they definitely need to get a touchdown here. It'd be huge if they could. It would tie the game.
Oh. They're going to be a flag on the play as Puma Longtree in on the stop, and it's going to knock them back as Oregon is going to be deep as Juice Jammer will be called for the clipping.
Yeah, I have a quick question, Jeff. So we're seeing 4 possible playoff teams playing tonight: USC, Oregon, Texas, and Oklahoma State. Out of all 4 of them, who do you think could make the biggest run in the playoffs?
It's no doubt it has to be Oklahoma State in that high-powered offense. I think USC is right up there as well, looking very good here to open the season as Allen throwing it underneath. But it's going to be Brandon Cox with the pass deflection.
Yeah, and I mean, I agree with you on that one, but I think USC, they have a lot to play for here right now. A lot of people probably doubting their chances with this game right here, but if they pick up this one, it'll be huge for the team.
Yeah, it will, and it'll be a big win for Oregon as well, as they are coming in 2-2 in the season. Meanwhile, USC at 3-1. But there it's going to be Puma Longtree with a short gain, and now a 3rd down and a 10 for Jefferson Allen, and they're going to go empty set. 5 receivers out in the formation, dropping back, empty set, firing it underneath, and that's the thing. Allen's has not taken that many shots as Redwine with the reception. But again, it seems like everything that USC is allowing them defensively is underneath.
Yeah, and I think USC should be able to allow that. I think they think, hey, if it's 3rd and 10, we're going to allow that because they're not going to be able to pick up the first down with that play. Oh.
What a forearm delivered by Colby Wiersma on the return as USC is going to will be starting around the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, it's going to have to be Isaac Frost, who you're seeing in the highlights, he's going to have a big-time possession here as USC will get the ball in perfect field position.
Yeah, and I think he's going to have a big-time possession here because he's been having one all night long. Almost every possession, he's been involved in at least 2 plays, and he needs a big one here to stop USC from extending the lead.
1st down and 10. As Baines will fire it to the left. Ryan Lundy with a grab as he's over 100 yards yet again. Not the same amount of yards as he had last week, but still making a difference here. So 2nd down and 4, they're going to hurry it up here a little bit and throwing it underneath. As there's Guerrero as he gets a shot delivered to him by Tutu Longtree.
My goodness, what a shot there on the Guerrero. But, I mean, we're talking about Ryan Lundy here. He's over 100 yards again passing. Or receiving, rather. I mean, no surprise there. He is a big-time playmaker for Thrasher Baines. He's such a reliable receiver. I feel like this whole USC receiving core is reliable.
1st down and 10. Baines dropping back. Pocket was starting to collapse, and he has to throw this one away, not risking anything downfield. Yeah, going back to Ryan Lundy, he had only 2 games in his career over 100 yards prior to last week's meeting with Alabama. And then he just went off and had 15 catches, 381 yards, 2 touchdowns, and breaks the record that was held back in Season 3 by Jared Tatonis.
Yeah, incredible performance.
As Ryan Lundy, another 10-yard grab, but this time it's going to be enough for the 1st down as the drive continues for the Trojans.
I think that breakout game against Alabama last week kind of helped him gain his confidence to be one of those star receivers.
Guerrero in motion from left to right before the play, but it's going to be a throw to Elijah Fruzzi as he makes 8 yards before he gets decked, just like everybody else. It seems to going across the middle as everybody's getting shots here.
Yeah, Jedediah Longtree with the tackle again. I mean, absolutely lays him out, but a nice a nice catch there. I think they're really doing a good job by Fruzzi. I think they're really doing a good job right now going with the short passes and really making Oregon's defense work for this and for a long time.
Guerrero in motion out to the slot, taking a shot to the back of the end zone. He had Case Blazer, but also there was coverage from the Ducks, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and also there's a blitz from the Ducks. They sent the house, and Baines had to go for that quick, and that would have been an incredible throw by Baines had that have been a touchdown.
Now it sets up 3rd down and 2. Play action. Baines keeps it, firing it underneath. Pass is caught. Longtree delivers another blow, but Fruzzi with another reception on 3rd down. And this one going to be inside the red zone.
And that's the same play that they ran to pick up the first down earlier in the drive.
First down and 10, throwing it out to Young, the second string running back. He makes a pickup of 3 on the play.
Well, nice catch there by Young outside. Nice tackle by Longtree. Of course, I feel like he's always involved in these defensive plays. I feel like in the second half, he's kind of been the Isaac Frost that we've been looking for.
2nd and 7. Defense for Oregon needing a stop here. Baines throwing it. A turnover would be great for Oregon, and they're going to have to they force Baines to throw this one away. It's going to be 3rd down and 7.
Well, I do believe that was Wyatt with the pressure, but there was pressure getting there and a smart play by Baines to throw it away.
3rd and 7 opportunity now. Can the Ducks get a stop? It's going to be a handoff to Roberts up the middle, and he is going to be stopped on the play by William McCall.
Yeah, and an interesting play call there for USC. For the second best offense in the CFSL, it's interesting that they went for the run there rather than a throw, but they're going to go up by 2 scores now, 10 points, if they hit this extra point, or field goal rather.
Yeah, very conservative play call from the Trojans as it's through the uprights and good from Tommy Knights, just like you alluded to. Now they go up 10 points. That was the closest that the score has been since USC back in the first quarter.
Yeah, and a smart play. I guess they don't want to go for the interception in case Pinesaw or another Oregon pass coverage man picks it off. But, I mean, Oregon, if they score a touchdown, they're still going to be down by 3. And they could have tied it last time. So that's really important for USC.
So 1st down and 10, Jefferson Allen under center, ace formation, handoff to Puma, trying to get outside to the left. He's going to be chased down and tackled from behind by Harry Hammond.
Yeah, and a nice tackle by Hammond. I think Oregon, like I said before, like that touchdown by Allen, they're going to have to take shots here.
Allen will fire it underneath. Pass is caught by Juice Jammer for 11 yards and a 1st down, moving the chains. But again, I mean, this series between Oregon and USC has been one where there's been a lot of points scored, and also for the victor as well as the team that normally wins this game has won it by almost 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's incredible how close this game is right now. It kind of shows how evenly matched up these two teams are this season.
But it was a 3-game winning streak for USC before last season when Oregon finally defeating USC for the first time. Harry Hammond getting his 9th tackle, having a quiet night, but having a big game here for USC.
And Oregon's looking to go on that 2-game winning streak here. It'd be a huge win for the team if they can pull it off.
Allen dropping back, firing it underneath. Pass is caught by Redwine, but she is going to be stopped on the play by Brandon Cox, and that is going to be a 3rd down and 5.
Well, Redwine with a big night, 3 receptions for 28 yards, but a big tackle there by Brandon Cox. I mean, absolutely just threw her to the ground to make sure she didn't get anything else.
Allen dropped it back. Blitz coming off the edge from Hammond. Forces Allen to throw it before he's ready. With 3:17 left to go. Interesting play call here to go for it for Oregon.
Yeah, and they have to go for it. There's not much time to go and see if Allen takes a shot.
Pocket is clean, throwing it underneath, but Talala Laga not able to get past the sticks as he ran a route kind of short of the sticks, and it falls as a turnover on downs to USC.
Wow, a very interesting play call right there for Oregon.
And they're going to start with a handoff to Radman Roberts. We're probably going to see a lot more of this as we come to under 3 minutes left to go. Meanwhile, this isn't the last game of the night, everybody. I mean, we still got 2 games coming up next as we got Texas A&M, number 14 Texas A&M, taking on number 5 Nebraska on YouTube. Meanwhile, number 6 Ohio State taking on number 10 Notre Dame, and that one will be on Twitch. But here, Redmond Roberts will pick up no gain on the play as Isaac Frost with his 7th tackle for loss. And just like that, he is now getting closer and closer to the ever mentioned the record held by Colton Allen with 9.
And Oregon going to start using their timeouts here. They need to stop USC right now. Stop them from getting a first.
Handoff will be by Josh Young, and that's going to be enough for the first down, as now it's dire straits for Oregon.
Yeah, and they're going to be able to use this last time out, but I don't think they're going to be able to stop the clock after that.
And after Roberts getting outside, and that is all she wrote. That is going to do it, as Oregon will burn their last timeout. But with 1:42 left to go, this one's all but over, as USC is going to improve to 4-1 and be 2-0 in the Big Ten Conference. Meanwhile, Oregon will fall to 1-1 in the Big Ten, but record-wise, they will fall to under 500. It'll be 2-3 for them. Just want to let everybody know that Oklahoma State and Texas is still going on over on Twitch. So as soon as this game is over, make sure you flip over there and catch the final couple minutes of that one. As here, Raymond Roberts will get the carry under a minute left to go. But Kyle, some of your final thoughts here of this game for the viewers at home.
Well, I think that Oregon played phenomenal defensively. That's for sure. Isaac Frost and Jedediah Longtree, those are just some names that came to mind. They played very well against USC. I mean, they held the number 2 offense in the CFSL to 23 points after they scored about, I believe, 42 last week against Alabama. So a great game for Oregon. They shouldn't hang their heads low. They're still in the race for the playoffs. It's not over yet. And a great win for USC as well as they bring themselves ahead. They might move up in the rankings. They might stay. We don't know. But a huge win for this USC team.
Yeah, so USC doing exactly what they needed, and they will get 2-2 Michigan next week here back at the LA Memorial Coliseum. Meanwhile, the Oregon Ducks will be back at the Zoo in Autzen Stadium for a Big Ten foe, Notre Dame. They are 2-2 as well. So on behalf of my analyst, Kyle Mathis, executive producer Mike Peters, and associate producer David Roy, I'm Jeff Melanishin. This has been a presentation of the College Football Sim League on PX1 Sports on YouTube. Again, the final score, 23-13, USC getting the victory. And don't tune out, because we will be back in a matter of a couple minutes at around 8:45-ish, maybe 9 o'clock, for number 14, Texas A&M, and number 5, Nebraska on YouTube.